Please call the medic, this beat came to me on a stretcher. In the lab, I step to the mic and feel like I'm Dexter. I'm a man, dark world, but I'm still shining like treasure. Yeah, I got joy like ha ha ha. Wait, and I can't wear smiles, that's fake. Then I'm between love and strong. Hate clock says no time for mistakes. Ring the alarm, sirens go off, but I'm calm. My life resides in his palm. Submit to my pops, respect for my mom. Honor them both, so my life will be long. Third time, get the charm of the third strike. Had to.
Welcome, American truckers, to Trucking with Old Snapper, and I am Old Snapper. Anyway, this is a story I first saw earlier today on Billy Rain's channel. If you have not checked him out, go check him out, man. Awesome channel, putting out a lot of news. Man, it's really keeping up with things going on in the trucking spectrum. I'll put a link to his channel in the description down below. But if you're new to the channel here, please like, subscribe, smash that little bell so you get notified when new stuff comes about. We do everything on this channel trucking related. If it involves a CDL, we do it, we cover it, we talk about it. Well, let's get into this. I made some phone calls. I actually called the jail down there, to see if I could get any information. I was told that they would not release any more information because it is still actively under investigation. But I was going through this and I noticed a couple of things caught my eye. Now, I'm not going to read the whole thing because Billy did that earlier today. Like I said, you can go to his channel. He reads this entire article, so you can get that there. But here's something that caught my eye. Juan Jose, I can't pronounce that name, Sanchez, 25, of Monday, was identified by police as the driver of the semi-truck. Okay, now the accident happened on Friday. He was identified on Monday. So that, it leads me to wonder if he left the scene. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of curious about that. Now, he wasn't charged with leaving the scene of an accident. He was charged with 2 counts of manslaughter. All right. And I did a little more research. And as you can see, the roads here look wet. All right. And he's hauling a tanker. Very, very possibly in that area, it's going to be salt water. A lot of oil field stuff going on down there. No haul salt water off the separators. It's very, very possible that's what it was. I don't see placards on his truck, so I don't think he was hauling oil. Also don't see a large amount of hazmat crews in the picture, so I don't think it was oil. It was very most likely salt water. Something else I was able to find out is that this young man is a Mexican national, so he's a citizen of Mexico, but that's not uncommon down there either. This is Harlingen, Texas, right there, borders with Brownsville. It's 40 minutes from Mexico. It's very likely that he lives in Mexico and works in the United States. There's quite a few people down there that do that. But that was something else I was able to find out. I was able to find out he's in cell 5, and he's being held in the city jail. He hasn't been transported to the county jail yet, which I find a little odd. Normally, when you're arrested in Texas, if you're held like San Antonio does this. They got a city jail where they do all the in processing, right? And then once you're in processed, you see the magistrate. Once you see the magistrate, they set a bail. If you're going to be held, they transport you right then to the county jail. You go back, you get in another cage. When they got enough people in that cage, they'll bring a van. They shackle you all up and they take you over to the county jail, right? So he's still in the city jail. So that's really strange. He hasn't been transported to the county jail. Another thing I find kind of odd is his bail is set at $68,000 for 2 counts of manslaughter. That means $7,000 he can get out of jail, which is pretty low for a manslaughter charge. Now, in Texas, you can be charged with manslaughter in many different ways. If you're doing something negligent, trying to pronounce a long word there with my little Texas education. Negligent. So in other words, if you're on your phone, if you didn't check your equipment and something on your equipment breaks or something on your equipment's faulty and they can prove that you didn't check your equipment like you were supposed to and had you up, that would have prevented the accident. There's so many different things that can lead to a manslaughter charge in the state of Texas. It's kind of a broad open charge. I mean, you can hand somebody a gun and it's loaded. They're checking it out. They accidentally shoot themselves because they mishandle it. And there have been cases where the gun owner's charged with manslaughter. I mean, it's that wide open in the state of Texas for a manslaughter charge. Now, also, they may just not have been able to figure out who he was because he was a Mexican national. Maybe that's why they were having a hard time identifying him. It's a really weird case. They arrested him 2 days later. So it's kind of strange. It's kind of strange to me. There's many things that could have happened here. He could have ran from the scene, ran to Mexico, and maybe someone at his job talked to him into coming back and setting him up. So he got arrested on Monday. Maybe he came back to go back to work and got arrested. Maybe they let him go with the crash, continued their investigation, realized that he did something wrong. He lives in Mexico. He goes to Mexico. He comes back to work on Monday, and they go arrest him. There's a couple of different scenarios there, but there's definitely more going on in this situation. Now, I did give the lady my email address and asked her that whenever they finish their investigation, whatever she can put out public, if she would email it to me, because I'd be interested in knowing what happened and why they arrested him. I mean, the weekend, they could have got cell phone records back over the weekend. Maybe. They can get them back pretty quick. I don't know if they could have investigated on the truck that quickly or not. I figured that would take some time. But there's definitely something going on here. Anyway, what's y'all's thoughts on this? What do y'all think's going on? What do y'all think the deal is here? Any of y'all tanker drivers out there got anything to say about the roads being wet? Now, this is deep South Texas. There ain't no snow down there. There ain't no ice down there. You ain't got none of that. But the roads do get slick because they'll get oily on top, so when it rains, it'll make them pretty slick. Anyway, thank y'all for stopping by. Take care. Please don't forget to go check out Billy Rains. Like and subscribe to this channel. As y'all know, as I always leave y'all, we're all family, even if we are a little bit dysfunctional. Keep trucking.
That's just how it go. I got some secrets, I'm shaking the game so they stay on their toes. Stay in your lane, how to stay on the go. I can play with the pros and act like a rookie, so they overlook me. They're not double up again, none of their nose. None of them cold, they just got lucky but never adapted. So I'm to the one if it's coming to blows. My enemies cutting it close. I let them think that they got me, but what do you know? I had them beat before we ever spoke. I'm ready for smoke. I need to know everything, who and the what and the where. I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious.